Ang dalawang matapang.
So why are we rushing to make a judgment?
Kasi you're just a witness. You're a witness. Pareho na rin yung witness, resource person. They are not the same.
Marcoleta bright minds prevail. Salute to Congressman Marcoleta.
Sige, underdog nyo si Marcoleta at ang lahat ng boto ng iglesia bawas sa inyo. Hehehehe, political hearing din po ito. Galing mo talaga nasisira sila sa mata ng tao at mga botante. Let's stop politicking. Everyone here is too obvious. Hindi po ako at kami mangmang.
Vice President Sara may next president laban sa mga buhaya ng gobyerno.
Ang dalawang matapang na nagtanggol kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Matapang na kinwestiyon ni Congressman Marcoleta ang ginagawang pagdinig. Ayon sa kanya, and I quote, "Hindi po final ang judgment ng notice of disallowance. Ang Vice Presidente ay may 6 na buwan upang tumugon at gumawa ng sagot. Ang 6 na buwan ay hanggang Pebrero 2025. Dapat nating ibigay sa kanya ang allowance, ang oras. Bakit kayo nagmamadaling manghusga?"
Hindi po final judgment ang notice of disallowance. As a matter of fact, based on COA's own representation the other day, the Vice President received the notice of disallowance only on August 24, 2024, which means, Mr. Chair, the Vice President has 6 months within which to reply and make an answer. That is correct, Madam COA. So, 6 months is up to February 2025. We should give her all the allowance. We should give her the time. Because 6 months is 6 months.
Ayon pa sa kanya, and I quote, "Dapat tayong gumawa ng nauna at paunang pagpapasya na siya ay direkta at pangunahin na konektado sa malfeasance, misfeasance at non-feasance. We have not made that determination."
As a matter of fact, as I have already initiated earlier, Mr. Chair, when you said that anything we can discuss in this committee provided it is of public interest, and you said that intelligence funds and confidential funds are public interest, but I said because of our own rules, we should make a prior and preliminary determination that is directly and principally connected to malfeasance, misfeasance, or non-feasance. We have not made that determination. How can we now begin questioning whether or not the intelligence funds covered by an initial notice of disallowance is already directly and principally connected with non-feasance or misfeasance or malfeasance?
Tumanggi naman si Vice President Sara Duterte na manumpa dahil ayon sa kanya, siya ay isang resource person at hindi witness.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, the Honorable
Yes,
Vice
when you
President.
sent a letter to the Office of the Vice President, you attached a copy of the rules
Okay.
in aid of legislation.
Yes po.
Yes, sir. Nakalagay po doon na witnesses lang po ang ino-oath. Sabi niyo po ngayon sa amin, resource persons kami.
Ang ano po, considered as resource person po.
Ang ano po.
Kayo po.
Kaya nga po.
Yes po. Lahat po ino-oath po.
Yes.
Apo.
Nakalagay po sa rules ninyo, witnesses. Nakalagay po dito ngayon sa table, resource persons.
Lahat po considered as resource person and witness. Lahat po naman kayo, lahat resource person pa eh. Wala pa naman po tayong tinatawag na, lahat po considered as resource person pa lang po.
Right. Opo. Ang nasa rules ninyo, witnesses lang po ang nag-o-oath. Wala po kayong rules sa resource persons.
Pinagtanggol din ni dating Presidente Gloria Macapagal Arroyo si Vice President Sara Duterte. Ayon sa kanya, and I quote, "Hindi sila pareho. Sabi ng Korte Suprema, hindi sila pareho. Ang isang taong lumilitaw na akusado ay may ibang antas ng proteksyon mula sa isang saksi. At sa katunayan ay maaaring tumanggi na tumayo sa paninindigan."
2008 hearing in the Senate, where Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago had an opinion on a similar situation, but she quoted a Supreme Court ruling. So the The Constitution provides that no person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. The Supreme Court has repeatedly emphasized that there is a difference between a mere witness and the accused. And it can appear from statements and privileged speeches that there is that a person who is the subject matter of an adverse privileged speech is not a mere witness or a mere person of interest, meaning a suspect. She is in fact accused of what seems to be a criminal case for violation of certain criminal laws, including malversation of public funds. And there is a case quoted in 2007, Standard Chartered Bank versus the Committee on Banks, where the court repeated the rule that an accused occupies a different tier of protection from an ordinary witness. So, the court said, Supreme Court said, whereas an ordinary witness may be compelled to take the witness stand and claim the privilege at each question requiring an incriminating answer is shot at him, an accused may altogether refuse to take the witness stand and refuse to answer any or all questions. So that has been a supreme. And then there is a portion, the court explained that the right of the accused against self-incrimination also applies to respondents in administrative investigations, such as legislative inquiries in aid of legislation. So that is the point of order I am raising, and there is a Supreme Court ruling to this effect. Thank you, Mr. What he's saying is that if by the nature, for instance, of the privileged speech, if the witness is not a mere witness, but the person being asked is not a mere witness or a mere person of interest, he is in fact the accused of what seems to be a case including malversation of public funds. And the court repeated the rule that an accused occupies a different tier of protection from an ordinary witness. So from given what Miriam Defensor Santiago said and the Supreme Court ruling that she's quoting, we cannot, we cannot just trivialize. You're just a witness, you're a witness, pareho na rin yung witness and source person. They are not the same. The Supreme Court says they are not the same. And somebody who appears to be the accused has a different tier of protection from a witness. And in fact, can refuse to take the witness stand.
Congressman Flores, you're recognized.
Mr. Chair, this is an inquiry in aid of legislation and no one is technically accused of any wrongdoing here, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, look at the speech.
Ma'am,
Look at the
please,
speech, Mr. Chair,
ma'am,
the privilege.
please wait to be
Mr.
recognized.
Representatives, utol-utol sila, self-destruct. Duterte pa rin kami, vote straight line up.
Tama nga ba si Vice President Sara Duterte nasisiraan lang siya sa pagdinig at kalaunan ay gagamitin para siya i-impeach? Ang sagot,
Bistado.